This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So New Mexico's offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Hauls it in. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Go up top on 1st down. Got his man.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
What?
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs.
What?
It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. He is...
What? Are you trying to go outside? Damn, man. They always bother me.
Behind the line of scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one. The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So Nevada's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's a draw. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Here we go. He leaves it with his
No, I wouldn't call him out.
He was fortunate not to lose
How
Hunter
Child's mom be the first one
the defense
that he
trying
wants
to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
She sent it to
on 3rd down, and there
Facebook.
just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration
Yeah, you
and
should.
not let that
Nobody
tank
got
get
taken
downhill.
off.
Because when he
It
gets
was on the
downhill
track
with that weight
page.
and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
I'm like, the what? No, nobody's been taken off. Have y'all talked about that?
Trying to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How can he
Defensively,
run?
man, you just want to get to 4th down, right?
I
Give
just
yourself
said,
an opportunity. And even though it's 4th and 1,
can start
try
trying
to get
now
the
when we
stop,
start
especially
practicing.
this part of the field where they could come away with points and
I
kick
already
a field
know.
goal.
He can't
They
even
could come away with a touchdown.
close
Man,
to it,
I
man.
want to get this stop and get on the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
And he runs through one
Did you
tackle
not
and
see
picks up a
that I
few.
need under
The defense
55?
playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's
Not
primary
105.
options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
No, I think he was like 105,
Down at the
106,
25 after a
maybe.
5-yard
can't
gain.
remember.
It'll be a first down.
But
This is an offense, guys, that really believes
Yeah.
in physicality, and that's their
And
identity.
57's
So running
pushing
the
it.
ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
yeah. 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 I was like, all right then. Yes, please.
This Nevada offense really has it going.
Did y'all not see him last year?
Takes the handoff.
In fact, he did. He did AAU. He didn't make it. What was it?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run it from the gun.
Yeah.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
I messaged,
A
I
manageable distance on
messaged Cameron's
3rd down as
parents
they try to
first, and then I
convert from the
messaged
20.
Cameron.
From the gun, wants to pass.
I told him,
Grab near the marker. It's
told him
key.
we're not going to
They get him down, but this
Pennsylvania.
offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I'm going to need his.
New center
told him,
downs
you need your
right
time
on the
down.
doorstep for this offense.
I told him we're going to start working out soon.
Looking for the goal
Ready.
line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown,
I
Wolfpack.
would honestly kind of be
Quarterback's
surprised
abilities
if
to
they-
read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone,
Yeah.
that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical,
Yeah,
David.
play
Listen,
that,
a lot of
man.
times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read
But
the
a lot of
coverage,
people were
hit the
saying it
open
was more
guy,
than
and
that.
let him do the rest.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A
They
lot
said that
of work
last
to
year.
do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
They
The
didn't
give to the
want to do
tailback.
AAU.
Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's all right,
And the
man.
Lobos, after
I just got to
exploding
kick
for
out of
that
that.
huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back.
I had to
Looks as
read
if
it
he
again.
had an
Hunter
injury
was like,
on
when I
that
saw the last
last
name,
play.
oh,
We'll
he
take a
ran
break
last
to
year.
check
Come
him out.
on now. All right. Okay.
Didn't get much on first down.
All
It's
right.
2nd and 9.
Yep.
Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Nevada offense really has it going. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught, it's Crawford. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pulls it in. It's Owens. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Keene. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Lobos line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. After the run, now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play is working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Lobos in a good spot here with second and short. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, New Mexico. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Owens. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Nevada needs to convert on third and short to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Gregory. He'll come through on third down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Never a doubt. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Lobos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Crawford. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Nevada offense really has it going. The give on the inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Oh,
and he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got him downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they had the big play, but it's all for naught as the illegal pass cost them. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Gonna take a shot. Snags it on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Lobos want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
And the Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's go. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt.
Damn.
Smashes it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. caught over the middle. It's Keene. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
How you fucking dropped that,
I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where my bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal.
Catch the
After that
ball,
incompletion,
bro.
it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Fuck.
And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Crawford. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Card in the backfield. It's McKinney. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking for room. It's McKinney. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Lobos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This offense doing business in the red zone. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
27, what were you doing, bro?
They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up for the PAT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Free up the gut. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Owens. And he's wrestled to the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he is swarmed under a host.
God dang it. Oh, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown challenge, that.
Defenders there to make the stop. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Nevada! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense, or at least prevent a score here late in the 4th. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Nevada way behind the sticks on this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gregory.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. He uncorks one deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. They'll snap it from the 39, and the kicker will need a 56-yarder to give his team a chance to win. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for room, it's Browning. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. He'll do it himself. Made a defender miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll try to blast their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep...
Touchdown, New Mexico! They strike first in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score New Mexico 34, Nevada 27.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do.
Touchdown, Nevada! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Nevada has it in the red zone. To the air on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Crawford. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to strike first for the touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Nevada! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Nevada 40, New Mexico 34.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nicholson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He breaks a tackle. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for him.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players, too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.
Here we go. Freedom, freedom. Lasso, lasso. 6-9-1, Gators score. Ready.
If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Oh, he's got some space. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So you USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't...
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cornhuskers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right on target this time. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Avery. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And just plowing ahead. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Gets it to the back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up...
How?
down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. On target to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open.
He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Surging forward on the sneak. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Huskers. It's a much-needed fight from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's a miss as an OC. He's come to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They
headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And here comes the punt team.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so...
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
But this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They'll try the run. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover. Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Wells. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're working that left side. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half.
And the returner will be knocked down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got a and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Trojans are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Trojans racing to the line in the on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 28 to Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers getting set on first and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Cornhuskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
USC 27.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They mad.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Powers through. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here's the pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Avram. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown USC! A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They just keep firing. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Oh, okay.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that.
That better be in their top 25.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Duke. Makes the grab. 3rd. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And taking any punishment.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast.
And he'll finish the run. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Into the end zone. Third and long from the 30-yard positioned this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough to give them a first and...
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Just hammer it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
This time he's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. He's looking downfield to throw.
Come on.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough. This defense just can't get off. Field, the offense unstoppable. The give out of the gun. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice.
And he takes it in for the score. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Just outside. The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Nebraska! And down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he... It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped about. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Matchup right here between the two clear power players on the college football landscape. Extra intensity and intrigue when the Big Ten collides with the SEC. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Cornhuskers offense has the football first here today.
Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work... Round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Huskers are in the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the run here, lets it go. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity 4th down. Now comes the field goal unit. And he's got it. No problem. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Oklahoma's offense gets their first crack now. Of course, in the spotlight here, this quarterback is one of the early season Heisman candidates, Kirk. Obviously, a long way to go, but he's off to a good start and certainly has potential to be in the hunt all season.
Yeah, that's a great word, potential. He's doing everything that's been asked of his coaches, been a great leader for his team. Let's see how he can get started today and try to play another great game.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's a quarterback keeper. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Oh, that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on 3rd down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on 4th?
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. It gets your hands a little shaky.
And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Caught for the completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. There's a 1st and 10 play.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
That one moves the ball across the 40. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44. And the Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Looking deep down the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. The play
player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling?
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's beat the tight end for a completion. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25. The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they'd given up. But here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Nebraska 10, Oklahoma 0.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Throws it to the right. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Looks right for a quick completion. And they get him down to wrap up this period of play. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Put some space around the 30. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, you could see the defense selling out, trying to come up with a stop, and in doing so, they had no one left to take this back down once he's able to break through the initial surge from the defense. Big gain for this offense, not only picking up the first down, but a huge gain.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score the first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Running through the tackle. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
He releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He's got it in the open. Oh, what a cut, and still going. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sooners.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. There. Offense back out there trying to get something going. They're now throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They keep him off balance with a run. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions were flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's a quick grab. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Huskers pick up enough to get a 1st down there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Moves up 3rd down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The tight end has got it. You make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it,
and he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And he's going to bring it out. Returner is brought down. Gets a started on the next drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On first down, it's play action. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And the Sooners come to the line to run the hurry out. Can he get there on the ground? They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. It's the 2-minute timeout. What's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. First down at 10. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looking to pass this time. Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Snags the quick throw. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. The come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off here. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. He got it. The field goal's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The kickoff will be returned. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? He's going to hand this off. Look out, room to run here. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And the Huskers will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Comes up with the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Looking for a receiver. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it here. As the first down is still going. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good gain.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Makes a quick catch. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on 3rd down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag.
What are you jumping for, bro?
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Cornhuskers will look to convert here on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. And they pick up the first on the ground. Enough to convert on 3rd there, so 1st down from the 12 now.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Pressure is coming. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route. And
he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this, but they just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's how you finish a play. Oh, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance. Chris, can you believe that? This guy's one of the more sure-handed players on this team, and he just drops it, really for no apparent reason. Hopefully it won't affect his confidence the rest of this game.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. The quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. The Sooners come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving and trying to secure a victory.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. The Sooners will have first and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's...
What?
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Pounding away with the run game. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled, but first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. The shotgun running play call. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. It's the middle, but gets stopped. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.